"Hey guys, when was you scariest encounter? 'Cause mine was in the woods with my best friend. Eli and Marcus were 12, and the woods behind their neighborhood were the kind parents warned them about. But the boys were chasing a dare, a stupid dare that had them racing deeper and deeper into the trees, their sneakers crunching on the dry leaves, the only sound in the oppressive quiet. No birds sang in the branches overhead. No wind stirred the trees. It was as if the forest itself was holding its breath. Up ahead, Eli saw it, a dark opening in the trees, a clearing. And in the center of the clearing stood an ancient stone well, covered in moss and vines. It looked like something out of a fairy tale, something that might just wish you dead. The air grew colder as they approached, and Eli felt a prickle of fear on the back of his neck. But the dare was the dare, and backing down now would only make things worse. As they stepped into the clearing, a faint whisper rose from the well, soft and urgent. Eli leaned closer. "Did you hear that?" Marcus nodded. His eyes were wide and shining. "It says it can make me better." Before Eli could pull him away, Marcus plunged his hands into the darkness. The whisper turned into a scream, but not Marcus's scream. It was a scream from somewhere deep inside the well, echoing up through the darkness, shaking the leaves and the branches of the trees. Then, as suddenly as it began, it stopped. When Marcus finally climbed out of the well, he was smiling strangely. His skin was pale, his eyes were dark, and his voice, when he spoke, was wrong, too deep for a boy his age. "What did you do?" Eli whispered, scrambling back. Marcus only smiled wider. He turned and walked away, humming a tune that Eli didn't recognize. As he walked, his shadow stretched out in front of him, long and distorted, like a twisted piece of bark. Eli watched him go, his unease growing with every step. When he finally got home, his parents didn't notice. Anything was wrong. They were too busy arguing in hushed tones, their faces grim. Eli didn't want to tell them anyway. What was the point? They wouldn't understand. But that night, when he was tucked into bed and his parents were gone, he heard a knock at his window. He sat up and peeked out into the darkness. There, perched on the windowsill, was Marcus, his face illuminated by the street lamp below. "It's my turn," he whispered, his voice a distorted echo of its former self. "It's my turn, now." And then he was gone. Eli screamed for his parents, but they didn't come. Only the darkness answered, pressing in around him like a suffocating blanket. When Eli finally got to the window, there was nothing there except for a single white feather, light as a sigh, cold as death. And as for Marcus, Marcus was never seen again.